if you're ready for a new way of doing business, of trusting your intuition, of knowing when to go and when to pause, of knowing what strategies are going to work for you and which ones won't, of really understanding how your intuition works and being able to trust on that and lean on that so that you can make powerful decisions for yourself and be innovative and create incredible income and impact in your business, then this episode is for you. You are not at the whim of the universe. You are not at the whim of your outside experience. You are not at the whim of your bank account or anything else. You get to decide your experience. You decide if you're going to experience incredible wealth and impact and beautiful relationships. You get to decide if you're going to experience collaborative community, incredible work with clients. You decide that. It's easy to think that when things aren't working out the way we want them to, that we're at the whim of our outside circumstances, that it must be the economy, it must be our government, it must be because I'm wearing the wrong color of socks. It could be anything that we would prefer to give blame to, rather than recognize that something's not aligned and we're not fully embracing our current circumstances and what's possible. So I want to talk to you today a little bit about gratitude and why society has trained us wrong around gratitude. We're told to just feel grateful, right? And in order to do so, we just kind of put this Band-Aid on that says, well, I'm grateful for my experience. I'm grateful that the universe is waiting for me to experience what I want. And I feel a little bit grateful for my bank account, but not really, because I'd really rather experience more. It's a Band-Aid for what's really going on. And the fastest path to break through this and to really make powerful decisions for ourselves is to first and foremost accept that we have created our current reality. That whatever's going on in your bank account, whatever's happening in your business, whatever's happening with your visibility and how many clients you have and how much money you're making has everything to do with the decisions you've been making about your life. Now, that's not an easy pill to swallow sometimes. I get it. I've been there. It's not easy to say, okay, well, I haven't been showing up for myself, so why would my clients show up for me, right? It's not easy to admit that, okay, well, I've been afraid, and so I'm not taking action, and I'm not doing the things that I know will move the needle forward in my business. So acceptance is the number one thing. Because if we're pouring gratitude on all of that and not really truly facing our responsibility, then we're never going to break through. We're never going to finally stop being afraid, to finally start doing what it takes. We must accept that we have created our current reality. And in that acceptance is where we find true gratitude, not Band-Aid gratitude, but the real deal gratitude. And that, my friends, is rocket fuel for your dreams. Because when you come to the awareness that no matter what's going on out there, the economy, cryptocurrency, nobody wants to hire a coach right now. That's all your beliefs. That's all that's happening there. And so when you when you choose to believe that, then what happens is you make choices aligned with that, thus recreating the same shit over and over and over again. And I use that word deliberately, shit. Right? No clients, not enough money in your bank account, not creating the impact, giving up on your dream, etc., etc. And now you're overwhelmed and you're confused and you're beating yourself up because you keep procrastinating. Or you can choose to believe that you're responsible for your reality and your extraordinary version of what this life looks like. And you can choose to believe that making more money as a good person means you will do good things in the world with it. Not you're going to all of a sudden change and become some evil person, right? You get to choose what you believe. And you get to choose to accept that what you have created so far may not be what you really wanted. And you get to choose to accept that you are willing to choose differently next time, and that you are willing to do what it takes to get you there, that you're willing to show up visibly, that you're willing to do the thing, that you're willing to go and learn how to sell, you're willing to put your offer out there, you're willing to show up in the online space and do the thing to be visible. You're willing to build relationships, you're willing to be in community, you're willing to go out and network, whatever those things are, right? And when you do that, then you can land into this place of absolute gratitude, gratitude for yourself, for being willing to show up for your dream, gratitude for yourself to being willing to see the fear, accept the fear, and choose to move through the fear. Gratitude for your dream, gratitude for all the incredible clients that are waiting to knock down your door because you have come to a place of acceptance. This is one of the keys of the law of divine timing that so many of us try to skip over, including myself, because we don't want to feel our feelings and we don't want to take responsibility and we don't want to pull up our adult pants and get the job done. And it is time. So rather than thinking you are at the whim of everything that's happening and that the social media world is too noisy, so no one will ever see you and Facebook doesn't work anymore, instead, what if we were to take responsibility and realize, maybe I didn't show up every day. Maybe I didn't show up for myself, so I understand that my clients won't show up for me, and I choose to show up now. That's where gratitude comes from. And that's the fuel that you need to build this thing, to create the income and the impact that you desire and deserve. When you're willing to question your beliefs and to really take responsibility and look at how you're creating your own reality, what you find is your truth. You start to see all of the decisions that in the past you've made for other people based on past programming, societal programming, obligation, you name it, people-pleasing tendencies. We start to see the truth. And in that truth, we get to make powerful decisions for ourselves. We get to make leaps and bounds in our extraordinary experience. Because instead of deferring to what mom and dad told me when I was 5, I can now step forward and make decisions based on who I am, on my authentic truth, on my voice, and I get to show up and be bold and be unique and stand out from the crowd. And that's what the world needs right now more than anything else, is for us to start questioning all of our belief patterns, to start looking at, is that really true for me? Or is that something that I've just been told my whole life? And so I think it's true, but I've never questioned it. We have been told for years that there is only one way to become an online coach, that you've got to market yourself in a certain way, you've got to play by certain rules, you've got to play within the boundaries of whatever somebody one day told us that we're supposed to do. And I call bullshit on that. You know, I am a firm believer that there are certain things we need to do. I'm a firm believer that there are certain rules to play by, but they are universal rules, not man-made rules. And I believe that having a strong foundation of trust in yourself, of knowing who you are, and then having a bit of a sandbox for your intuition to go play in and be creative and have fun and be innovative and playful is the key. I don't think that these cookie cutter strategies work anymore. I have seen and studied so many of the marketing gurus out there, you name it, the Brendan Burchards, the T. Harv Ekers, the Darren Hardys of the world, who continue to talk about creating things this way. And it's this way, my way, or the highway. It won't work if you don't do it this way. And it's bullshit. What works is authenticity. What works is being bold and standing out as you. What works is being yourself and having some guidelines as to where to go, as in posting daily content to social media, as in building a signature offer that creates transformation versus one-off offers that only bring in about 150 bucks randomly, versus throwing spaghetti at the wall in the hopes that something will stick. Guidelines, yes. Rules, not so much. We need to start being bold, authentic, real. We need to start saying, you know what, I don't know what I'm doing, but this has worked. So give it a try and see if it works for you. We need to start saying, in the marketing industry, in the coaching industry, that my way isn't necessarily the only way. There are thousands, more than, there are limitless ways of doing this and being successful. Look at all the successful coaches out there. But if you're trying to stick a round peg in a square hole and try to follow somebody else's strategy to the T, it's not going to work. It's not going to sound like you. It's not going to feel like you. And people are going to run for the hills because they will know it's not you. So it's time to be innovative. It's time to let go of these old ways of doing things. It's time to really allow yourself to play in a sandbox for your intuition, to let your intuition bounce off the guidelines without needing it to be strictly as someone else tells you to do it. That you don't have to play by the rules anymore. What would that be like? To experience a business that is extraordinary, that creates incredible impact and income, not just income for you and your family, not just to put food on the table, but to go and change the world with. I'm talking about world-changing money. And not from a place of greed. I mean, I love pizza. I don't have to justify why I love pizza. Do I need to justify why I love money? No. I love money, and I want to go and spread it throughout the world in wonderful, beautiful, impactful ways. And if you're a healer or an online coach or a spiritual teacher, somebody who has kind of had this weird money story going on and thinking, well, you know, I kind of want to make the money, but I'm kind of afraid and I need to do it this way, exactly as this person is telling me to. And then that didn't work. And now I feel gross because that coach said they made $60,000 in 24 hours and I'm not. I must be doing it wrong, right? We just beat ourselves up. It's time for you to have a sandbox for your intuition to play in that allows you to choose your own version of extraordinary, your own level of income, your own level of impact, and whatever else you want to create. What would that be like? If you want to be more visible, if you want to have more impact, if you want to create more income so that you can do more good in the world, well, you're going to have to follow the breadcrumbs. You're going to have to figure out how to trust yourself, and you're going to have to listen and do the thing when your intuition says, go this way, and it makes no sense. When your intuition says, do this, and you don't do it because it feels uncomfortable, or you're not sure, or you don't know how, or you're afraid, or whatever other excuse you can come up with. Instead, follow the breadcrumbs. I have a motto that I live by, and it came from the statement of no is a full sentence. Because back in the day, I was the ultimate people pleaser, and I would do everything I could to make everyone else happy and make sure that I was of absolute service to everyone and everything. I was the ultimate yes woman. I've learned that no is a full sentence. And you know what else I have learned? Go is a full sentence. And how do you trust yourself? You know if something feels good. You know if something doesn't feel good. And so if it feels good, one word, go. If it doesn't feel good, one word, no. It's that simple. But we complicate it because our mind gets in the way with this whole little monkey mind thing that's happening. The little 5-year-old is trying to keep us safe. And so then we don't do the thing that our intuition is screaming at us to do. And then we feel bad and we beat ourselves up for it because we didn't do it when the intuition was saying to do it. And then I must have missed my opportunity. And then something else comes along. And because we didn't take action the first time, now we start second guessing ourselves and wondering, oh man, maybe this isn't the right time. Maybe I should wait. Maybe I need to heal a little bit more. Maybe I need to clear out more of that negative energy. No. Go is a one-word sentence. Go. Do it. Choose your dream. You will learn along the way. You will fall down, get yourself back up, do it again. That's how you learn. And that's how you learn to trust yourself, is by going and doing it and trying it and finding out and allowing yourself to be extremely uncomfortable in the unknown, allowing yourself to go find out if it is an opportunity. We're all taking life so damn seriously that we're afraid of our own shadow. Because what if I screw up? What if I look funny? What if I look silly? What if people laugh at me? What if people judge me? Guess what? They're already doing that anyway. You want your dream? Go. Go. And if it doesn't feel good, then no. It's that simple. Are you ready to be magically visible and feel more confident online so that you can hit those 10K months and beyond? Are you sick and tired of procrastinating, being caught up in fear, being unsure, having lack of clarity? If you feel like you've got all this magic available to you, and then you get onto Facebook and you're like, God, I don't know what to do, then I have something for you. Join us on Monday, May 29th for a 5-day magically playful visibility challenge where I'm going to be showing you different ways that you can allow your intuition to play as you use Facebook and other social media platforms to become more visible. I'm going to share with you ways to feel more confident online so that you're not afraid to show up and share the truth and authentic you to the world. Join us for this 5-day challenge where you're going to be less afraid of technology, stop procrastinating, and finally be more visible and share your magic with the world in a way that feels fun and easy and playful. Grab the link in the comments. It is free to join. Replays will be available until the Wednesday after, and I cannot wait to see you in this space. We're going to have a lot of fun together.